This is urgent, guys. Truckers supporting Donald Trump, they're warning that their refusal to deliver to the Big Apple could paralyze New York City as we know it, as more drivers vow to join the boycotting following the bombshell ruling in the former president's civil fraud case. So imagine empty shelves, skyrocketing prices, traffic chaos. That's the potential reality that New Yorkers face if a trucker boycott rolls or doesn't roll into town. From empty shelves in supermarkets to price hikes on everyday essentials, we're going to explore the domino effect that this action could have on our daily lives. Just think traffic jams from strained supply chains, shuttered restaurants, lacking fresh ingredients, and even an impact on American healthcare. And you can bet that this is not going to be just New York for long. Buckle up, guys. This is a bumpy ride that you're not going to want to miss. Even if you're not inside of the city of New York, this could be coming to a city and state near you. So here's the situation, guys. Truckers are threatening to boycott New York City over the $355 million fraud ruling against former President Donald Trump. Check this out.
Well, certainly if truck drivers were to boycott New York City, the impact has the potential to be very damaging and very quickly. We're talking about supermarkets, big box stores, and other businesses that rely heavily on trucking. They would feel the pinch, and so would their customers. About 90% of communities here in New York City rely heavily on trucking to move their goods. This morning, we're on the Jersey side of the George Washington Bridge, and every day you can see hundreds, if not thousands, of trucks crossing the bridge from Jersey into the city. Meanwhile, one man is now telling truck drivers not to come to New York City after former President Trump was hit with that massive multi-million-dollar fine last week. Take a listen.
I've been on the radio talking to drivers for about the last hour 15 minutes, and I'm talking to at least 10 drivers going the other way. I'm heading down from Southern Wisconsin, and they're going to start refusing loads in New York City starting on Monday.
Yeah, the man calls himself Chicago Ray, and as of last night, his post on X, formerly Twitter, had garnered more than 6 million views and 60,000 likes. Former President Trump also caught wind of what Chicago Ray is doing and reposted Ray's video on his platform, Truth Social.
Now, as my uncle pointed out, Congress thinks they can pass laws. The courts pass judgments, but without food, you really can't do anything. Now, with what's happening to Trump, people are worried about how any company in New York can be charged with anything and ultimately destroyed. They can take your livelihood and your business and leave you out in the cold. That's why a lot of people are thanking these truck drivers for taking a stand and letting us know what's what. Now, before we get really into this thing, because there's a lot I need to uncover with you guys today, I just want to take a second and ask that you guys drop a quick like for the video. I totally appreciate that. And share this video with someone that you love and care about to spread the word out. Now, just for context, these protesters, they're voicing their stand against Manhattan Supreme Court Justice Arthur Engoron and his decision to fine Trump $355 million for inflating his net worth by billions of dollars to supposedly get bigger loans from banks and from insurers. Now, additionally, the judge ruled that Trump is prohibited from holding officer or director positions in New York companies for 3 years. Trump denounced the case as election interference and warned of further repercussions for New York City. One trucker who joined the protest, her name's Jennifer Hernandez, she said that the potential New York trucker protest could shut down New York City. In fact, according to her, if New York loses just 10% of the trucks that go there, their prices are going to skyrocket on everything. Anything from milk to eggs to any kind of goods that the consumer needs. When that happens, it's going to cost everyone more money. Yeah, make sure those pantries get stocked, guys. Better safe than sorry, am I right? Especially since this is definitely picking up the steam on social media, with several other truckers posting and expressing their support. One man even suggested the boycott could go on for 3 years. In fact, this TikTok guy, he warned, keep on effing around and you're going to find out, New York. The boycott seemed to have been started by a conservative social media influencer by the name of Chicago Ray. He posted a clip saying he had spoken to some of his trucker colleagues who said that they would stop making deliveries to the city starting this week, technically as of Monday. He also said that they had already communicated with colleagues who informed their bosses that they would not be driving to the Big Apple. According to his post, 95% of truckers support the former president Donald Trump and said that the bosses of freight companies ain't gonna care if truckers deny the loads, they'll just go elsewhere. meaning probably somewhere else besides New York. Other people are saying that these companies probably just won't ship because they don't want their products loaded on a trailer that's going nowhere. Basically, 100% support for truckers. Or maybe they'll just go outside the US, you never know. As the video spread like wildfire on social media, it even gained the attention of the former president. Trump posted on his Truth social network about how it's such an honor to have so many great patriots on the side of freedom. He further said that Joe Biden's unfair and dangerous weaponization of law enforcement is a serious threat to democracy. And lastly, to make America great again. So Chicago Ray later deleted the video from his X page after it went viral, though he still says he stands with the movement. I stand with Trump 100%, truckers for Trump, he said. Now, Chicago Ray having to take down his post after possible pressure from outside entities is a whole other video that we're looking into, guys. Now, according to him, he's his own man when he took down the video. But I can't help thinking that there may have been some external, maybe some government pressure there. What do you guys think? We've got plenty more to cover in this one for sure, but make sure you don't miss out on our future videos, all right? Be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap that notification bell. The New York Mayor's Office, New York Association of Convenience Stores, and New York-based National Supermarkets Association did not immediately respond to requests for comment about this. But if mostly peaceful protests are all right, then they say that the trucker warfare should be fine. Prior proposed trucker boycotts have had mixed results. Last July, a proposed one-day trucker boycott in Florida over a strict new immigration law fizzled out, especially since many truckers do not own their own trucks, and those who do may be under financial pressure to take whatever jobs are available. But in late 2021, a trucker boycott of Colorado got serious results. In that case, truckers were furious over a 110-year prison sentence for a truck driver who was involved in a crash that killed 4 people. Colorado Governor Jared Polis reduced the driver's sentence to 10 years after millions signed a petition and outcry on the issue from celebrities including Kim Kardashian. It's not yet clear how many truckers are going to get involved in this New York City boycott, but after Trump hailed their plan on his Truth social page, Chicago One Ray posted again, saying how cool it was that Trump posted his video and picture on his Truth social account. Since Chicago One Ray shared the video, others have chimed in on this alleged boycott, saying that they supported the move. One person posted, "Do it. Let us know how we can help. You're not alone in this fight." Another added, "We can always rely on the truckers to restore some semblance of the right thing in response. Thank you from the many here on X for your courage to stand up to the Marxist leftists." So picture this, New York City, the bustling metropolis that never sleeps, suddenly grinds to a halt. Not because of a blackout or a blizzard, but because the lifeblood of its economy, the trucks, have vanished. No more 18-wheelers rumbling down the avenues, no deliveries filling store shelves, no rumbling garbage trucks keeping the streets clean. I'm talking about the latest dystopian movie. It's the potential reality of a widespread trucker boycott. The impact would be immediate and far-reaching. Supermarkets, once overflowing with fresh produce and pantry staples, would become barren landscapes of empty shelves. Prices already strained by inflation would skyrocket as basic necessities like milk, bread, and even toilet paper, yes, I said toilet paper, become scarce. Imagine the stress of scrambling to find baby formula or even medication for an elderly parent in the midst of a city gripped by a supply chain crisis. Beyond individual anxieties, businesses would just be, well, out of business. They wouldn't be able to secure fresh ingredients from truck deliveries. Restaurants would be forced to slash menus, raise prices, or even shutter their doors entirely. Overall, their vibrant hospitality industry, which is supposedly a cornerstone of the city's identity, would face mass layoffs, sending shockwaves through the economy and leaving countless New Yorkers jobless, something like what we experienced during the Great Recession in 2008. And don't think that this would be good for traffic in the Big Apple. Sure, there would probably be an initial lull, but soon enough, the lack of truck deliveries would force businesses to resort to smaller, less efficient vehicles. Picture a swarm of delivery vans clogging up the already narrow streets, turning commutes into nightmarish gridlocks and adding another layer of frustration to daily life for the average American. And this doesn't just stop with convenience. Hospitals who rely on truck deliveries for a steady flow of medical supplies and equipment, they would soon face critical shortages. Imagine the fear and anxiety of patients facing delayed procedures or canceled appointments due to a lack of essential items. The impact would be particularly harsh on vulnerable populations who depend on regular medical care. Even the city's sanitation system is probably going to be affected. With garbage trucks immobilized, trash would pile up on sidewalks, creating not just an unpleasant eyesore, but a potential health hazard. Remember what happened when the garbage trucks protested in France? Imagine the stench, the overflowing bins, and the increased risk of disease spreading. Add to that, public services like road repairs and infrastructure maintenance would also grind to a halt, further disrupting the city's rhythm. To put it simply, the ripple effects of a trucker boycott would erode the very fabric of New York City's identity. The bustling energy, the diverse communities, the vibrant cultural scene, all of it thrives on a complex ecosystem fueled by tireless work of truckers. Without them, the city that never sleeps might find itself facing a long, forced slumber. A New York trucker boycott would send shockwaves rippling throughout the nation, triggering a domino effect that could easily impact everyone, from farmers in California to factory workers in Ohio. Imagine farm fresh produce rotting in fields because there's no way to transport it, leading to financial losses for farmers and higher prices for consumers nationwide. Manufacturers relying on New York's port for crucial materials could face production delays, impacting supply chains and potentially leading to job cuts across the country. The economic toll wouldn't be limited to specific industries. As prices spike in New York, inflation could creep across state lines, putting strains on household budgets everywhere. The tourism industry, a vital source of revenue for many states, could also suffer a blow. With New York struggling, travelers might choose alternative destinations, impacting local economies across the country. Now, I'm not here to scare you, I'm only here to spark conversation. Would you be ready if this happened? And what do you think about a trucker protest for Trump? Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. We'll be sure to pick this up again. In fact, I'm already working on the next one, how the government could be possibly pressuring, even threatening these protesters to back down. We definitely have to be vigilant here, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.